going on, everybody? It's been a while since I did an update. Thought I'd shoot an update on how the hydroponic tomatoes working out. And as you can see, really well. I did a test, doing a test plant, planted these the same day. Same species. They're both beefsteaks. I tried to get the plants as similar as possible. So I got this guy in an organic mix that I make, just my compost and worm castings and whatnot. And then this guy in the hydro bucket. I think you can kind of see quite the difference already. I'm really impressed so far with this thing. Haven't really even messed with the pH too much or anything, and it's just blowing up. I got the NFT system going. I got some strawberries and stuff in there. Trying to propagate some blueberry bushes is the goal. I bought a blueberry Chippewa and we're going to give her a go. I just got some other plants in here, kind of hanging out. Just doing a test run basically on all this stuff. And so the reason I got a bunch of tomatoes in these big pots, which actually, let's talk about these pots. These are fantastic. Here in Iowa, a lot of people have cattle, which probably throughout the Midwest and the States they do, I'm sure. But a lot of guys buy mineral blocks, which is basically a big salt lick. And I think they're 200-pound blocks, and they come in these. And they're either 30, I'm going to say they're probably 30-gallon containers. Well, they are fantastic for big planters. So I get these from my dad. My wife's dad also has them, so I grab them when I see them when they have them. And we're going to actually have to grow some tomatoes in the greenhouse, and I'll tell you why. I think I messed up my garden this year, you guys. Well, I actually messed it up probably this fall. For whatever reason, I don't know if I got bad mulch or too much mulch, but what happened here is I locked my pH out of the soil. So what happened is I'm getting no nutrients to the plants, and they're yellowing out, which is awful. These tomato plants, my production patch, look terrible. Also, everything else I put in that I deep mulched looks just terrible as well. The eggplants, everything's just yellowing out. And I think I might have messed my soil up. Now, in theory, next year or the year after, it should be really good. But man, I am really bummed right now about what I did. I mean, everything I'm putting in here is just yellowing and turning awful. And I'm not sure if I got some walnut or something in here potentially. But as you can tell, I mean, you see very good, but I mean, these plants should be huge by now. They've been in the ground a month and they're just yellowing out and not doing anything. Super bummed. So I'm gonna have to grow some stuff in the greenhouse actually to compensate for that foobar I did this year on my gardening. I mean, even these guys, the cukes and stuff, even in this stuff, it's not looking great. These are looking okay, but man, they should be a lot bigger, these peppers. And it's crazy because everything I just put directly in dirt, like my spinach and stuff, just loves life. So pretty bummed out about it. Even in this bed, this raised bed, the zucchini is basically growing so slow and is yellowing and just looks terrible. So you live and you learn, I guess. I tried to do the deep mulch method and it kind of backfired. Now, granted, we aren't going to have many weeds out here, which is fine. But gosh, I was hoping for better results. If I'd have known this, I would have weeded and not mulched as heavy, just dealt with the weeds. So that's kind of what's going on. So like I said, we're gonna do some stuff in the greenhouse this year anyway, since I'm kind of getting into the hydroponics again, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I mean, obviously it works. You can see the difference in the two plants. It's just crazy. Like the stem size, even like that guy compared to this guy. I mean, this is a healthy plant. Don't get me wrong, but it's nothing compared to that. So I got another one going. So that's a Rutgers actually. I'm probably gonna add a third or fourth bucket. I have 3 or 4 of these going. I got a black crim in here, a black crim in there, and then I got a couple more of these totes. So I will plant them as well. I may do a pepper one as well. So I actually have some peppers I put in the side garden or in my side yard, which is looking amazing. So we might be okay on peppers, but all in all, the back to Eden method, gotta be careful. Take care, guys.